Lee has been talking to the city about this house since 2008. In 2012, it landed on the city's tear down list, and at that time, the city told him that the house would be torn down within the next 30 days. Bird scooters are one of the newest ways that students are getting from class to class. But the question becomes, how are they getting charged? We're on the scene of a fatal car accident where 2 are dead on the corner of Woodward and State Fair grounds. The vehicle here hit a utility pole, killing both the driver and the passenger in the front seat. Thousands of used pacemakers such as this one have been donated to the World Medical Relief Program for their My Heart, Your Heart program, giving people around the globe another chance at life. First, these filters were simple, like a butterfly crown, but now they've gone to a whole new extreme. This particular filter slims out my cheeks and even thins out my nose. For a city that's working to clean up its image, illegal dumping spots like this one are plaguing the streets, but Detroit police is working hard to fix it.
Fun, easy, and everything.
Antoine Taylor loves the bird scooters.
This is like a gift for like MSU students.
But as convenient as they may be, students say there are a lot less birds flying around campus.
Yeah.
And they're getting hard to find. That's because MSU police has impounded at least 140.
We are responding just like we would any other type of motor vehicle.
Motor vehicles can't be driven on the sidewalk. That's a misdemeanor.
There has been situations where officers have talked with people and educated people as well as taken enforcement.
And they can't use the bike lanes either.
The bike lanes per university ordinance are for bikes, not motorized vehicles. And that's a safety concern, and that's why they need to be in the roadway.
And parking is also a concern. MSU PD say these motorized scooters can only be parked here if they have a moped parking permit. And that's up to the owners, which is Bird. From an emailed statement, a Bird representative said the MSU community has embraced our last mile solution as a way to more easily get around campus, and as birds are impounded on campus, we will engage with the university officials to investigate each incident and take necessary action.
I can't wait to go to class so I can just ride a bird.
Scooters like this are popular because they're cheap, usually about 15 cents a minute, they're easy to use, and take only an app to find and use one. East Lansing is taking more of a wait-and-see approach to the scooters.
We're still trying to figure it out. We didn't get any notice, as I'm sure you know. Bird dropped their scooters without telling us, and so we found out at the same time as everybody else.
And so far, it seems everyone is enjoying them.
We've had people of all ages email us and say, you know, these things are great. I'm looking forward to using them. Leave them alone, and we're totally open to that.
But the city's first priority is safety.
But if you're in a wheelchair or if you're visually impaired, then having an obstacle in the middle of the sidewalk is a problem.
And if they were to disappear altogether?
I'll be a child that just get all his toys like taken away on Christmas.
Among other platforms, Instagram is a popular one for college-aged adults.
And that's just because it captures the visual.
But what's happening on Snapchat is more than just a newsfeed nowadays. Documenting your life through Snapchat is a popular trend.
I use it every day. All day, every day.
Nicole K loves Snapchat and its filters.
Of course, we like to look a little dolled up sometimes.
Especially the filters that, in her mind, make her look better.
It's perfecting your face, and without it, it's like, oh my God, do I really look like this right now? But then with it, it's like, oh my gosh, I look so pretty.
First, these filters were simple, like a butterfly crown, but now they've gone to a whole new extreme. This particular filter slims out my cheeks and even thins out my nose.
Snapchat dysmorphia.
It's a body dysmorphic disorder.
You see yourself so many times through that filter, you start to imagine that that's the way you should look. And you get an unhealthy fixation on that idea.
Some Snap users think their filters look so much better that they're asking plastic surgeons to make the changes. Dr. Zawaya Heisen says when that happens, there's usually a much bigger problem.
You have to have a very honest conversation with them and say, hey, you know, that's not really how people look, and that's not how people perceive you. Life doesn't come with an airbrush.
I think that's a little crazy.
I think it's crazy. It's Snapchat. It's a made-up filter. You should love yourself the way you are.
Dr. Zawaya Heisen encourages people to be comfortable in their own skin.
They're missing out on the reality that people see you, people love the way you look in real life.
And life is much more real than an app. In East Lansing, Deja Green, Focal Point News. This has been MSU student DeMarco Jackson's life since he realized.
Psychology just wasn't for me.
And once he found his calling, art became more than just a major for him.
You know, my mom used to always just tell me about my dad being an artist, and he was never in my life. So I don't know, I just felt like that was my way of kind of connecting with him even though he wasn't around.
While he's trying to connect with his father, he began his connection with campus through his company.
DeMarco's Mark is literally just about me like making my mark before I leave here at Michigan State, and I really just want people to know my name. I just want the acknowledgement that, you know, I've always deserved.
In just a year, DeMarco's Mark has blossomed into something DeMarco never imagined.
It's really been a blessing to see myself grow. It's a dream come true.
A dream that still seems unreal, especially when he delivers the artwork.
Their smiles like just blow up, and I'm just like, what? It's a different feeling because they're actually happy for something that I've created.
Jackson has been satisfying his customers, but he wants them to know his true self through his cartoon style.
So I really feel like I have like a different message to deliver. I just had to wait until my heart is ready to release it.
Until then, he says he'll keep giving the people what they want.
I'm really looking for a response.
In East Lansing, Deja Green, Focal Point News.